don't see them as objects, a bunch of body parts walking down the road. You see them as people with feelings, and you know that they have to be treated with respect in order to maintain that relationship that you have with them. So, don't be weak, do it weak. Don't be weak, do it weak.
I got nothing for him, I've been watching porn. Hate to inform, it's a desert storm. Yeah.
Hi everyone, and welcome to New Rules of Play. I should be saying, hey, it's day 12, but instead I'm saying it's day 1. So, yesterday was day 11, and then the relapse came. So, the relapse came and it stole everything away from me. Like, literally, I was so happy, I was so energetic. You know, I just had this great surge of energy running through me, and now I'm discouraged, I'm disappointed in myself. You know, I'm so angry right now. Like, I can't even explain how angry I was when I woke up this morning, man. I was like, literally, I felt like the biggest threat to my own potential. You know, I felt so bad. So NROP, now I realise our potential. Day 1, I have realised my potential now. And I would say to you, don't be weak, do a week. That's what it starts with, because once you've started this thing, right, I'm telling you, once you've really applied some effort into making this work for yourself, you don't want to go back. Like, literally, you realise there's so many benefits and you just don't want to go back. And you feel cleaner, you feel like a purer human being, you know, you feel a respect, and you start to appreciate things that you wouldn't normally. Like, for instance, there was a time where I was just dancing in the middle of town, like someone was like busking and I was dancing alongside them, and you know, it really boosted my confidence and I felt like a great dopamine hit. There was other times where I felt really low and my dopamine levels were like so low. It just felt like nothing is going to make me feel happy. And I was kind of at that time prepared to live that way, prepared to feel this is never going to change. Slight distraction there, apologies. You know what it is, innit? You know what it is. So the thing is, right, that became so much better. You know, those little distractions you get, that was better, because you didn't look at them in the same way. You know, you looked at them differently, man. And you felt like an appreciation for the human race, like on a deep level, you know. And I don't know, man, I tried so hard. And I've been at gym every day. I mean, I think day 9 I went to the gym, done a 2-hour session, jumped in the jacuzzi, went in the steam room, then I went swimming, then I went in the sauna. Then after that, like, I felt like the king, you know. I felt so great, and because I know that feeling can come back, I just have to earn it, and it takes time to earn it. So I'm looking to reset myself now and reflect on yesterday, really. Reflect on what was and what is now to come again. I just gotta check this text, right? This is a text that I got from a family member. It says, although Satan tempts us to follow ways that appear easy and pleasurable, they always lead to heartbreak and discouragement. Now, that would be a great caption for what happened yesterday. Although they appear easy and pleasurable, it leads to heartbreak and discouragement. And I feel extremely discouraged right now, you know. I feel pissed off. Like, why, you know, why did it have to come to that? Why did I let it get to that point? And I think, you know, like when it got to day 10, I was like, I had something to aim for. So I was like, yes, it's double digits. And then the next day was like, okay, day 11, where's my next milestone? So I'll be working on putting together an idea where a new target system. I need to find a new target system and give myself new incentives and reward myself, because, you know, things were great, and then things just suddenly just hit me, and I was like, I started getting overly hungry, you know, in a sexual way. And that's what I mean when I say hungry on this channel, just to let you know that, yeah, like, I was overly hungry, man. I felt like I was a horny person, man. I was walking around just like hungry, like, look at that thing, like, you know, I was just so desperate. I felt like a horny teenager, and like, this is what I'm trying to say, man. Like, I didn't protect myself at that level when I got to that time. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. Like, it's not like I could just go talk to somebody, and I didn't really have you lot to kind of let down or whatever, because you weren't watching me. So it was one of those where maybe this will help me to stay strong and stay faithful to the cause, you know, for my comrades, you know, because at the end of the day, I don't want to slip up, man. I don't want to do something like this and spend all my time filming and editing and putting it up and commenting or whatever, and then falling away from you know, the faith, basically. You get what I'm saying? I need to really ensure that I put my 110% effort on right now, and I don't let you down, I don't let myself down, I don't let my family down, because you know what, already, man, the effects, you know, it's hurting me, man. It's hurting the people around me already. And I've come to the conclusion, like Satan is real. I know that already, man. Like, if you don't believe, like, show me how easy it is to beat this thing. And my personal demon in life, yeah, has to be porn. I hate it, man. Like, literally, I hate it. I'm not even at the point where I still enjoy it or anything. I hate it, man. Like, with almost every part of me, you know. And it disgusts me. It makes me feel dirty. It makes me feel like I can't achieve what I should be achieving in life. At the moment, I've got no job, right? Before, I was like, you know, during these days, I've been exercising for the past 2-3 months, every few days, pretty much every day, to be fair. You know, so I've got that part of my life back, you know, exercise, being active. My diet's great at the moment, you know, I'm eating well, but I haven't got a job. I have no money, I have no motivation, and I don't know what to do with myself, you know, I don't know where to go. How can I build something? How can I truly build something when I'm using, like, I don't know, half of energy? I'm living off half of the energy, man. I'm living off half of my potential, man. Because this porn thing is a potential killer. It murders your energy, man. It takes away from you. It steals from your life, man. It takes your life source away from you. You understand? Like, when you spill that seed, fam, it's not just busting a nut, man. People are like, oh, it's just like busting a nut, innit? It's not just busting a nut. You're taking away your life energy, man. Like, think about it. In a single sperm cell, it contains whatever's needed, yeah, to create a life. It contains whatever's in there. I don't know, DNA, whatever. I'm not sure the science, by the way. I'm learning, man. I'm still learning. But it contains the life. It contains life force. You understand? It contains enough energy, power, DNA, whatever it may be, to create a life. And it's like, I was squandering that, you know what I'm saying? I was just letting that go, man, on a daily basis. Like, there's no tomorrow. Like, I don't have to prepare for my future, you know. And when you keep that and you hold that, I'm telling you, man, the difference is phenomenal. Like, day 10, double digits, right? I mean, this is not my motivation, mate. This is like just a coincidence. This is what happens, right? There's a lot of women out there who they're automatically like magnetized towards you, man. you notice them watching you and smiling at you, and it might not be the most prettiest girl you've ever seen. Sometimes it is, you know, but it might be just a woman that normally would not smile at you, you know. They make an effort, they go the extra mile to smile at you, and you're like wondering, you get to a point you can't even cope with it. You get to a point you're like, I don't even want this attention anymore, you know. Seriously, man, like, there's a lot of attention there, and men begin to respect you as well. So it's like women and men would definitely give you more respect for doing this. Like, it's not something that I'm just imagining. It's like a lot of people are saying it. A lot of people are on the same thing. You know, there's a lot of NoFap channels out there, and if you get to them by day 10, whatever, they'll be all telling you the same story, man. They'll all be saying to you, so many women watching me, and men are just giving me respect. People just want to talk to me. It's almost uncomfortable, the amount of attention you get. It's just like, it's something to kind of learn to deal with, and it's a slow process of learning to deal with these things, man. Like, you've been living a certain way for so long. Now, I would say, right, to somebody that is young and hasn't really been watching porn for a long period of time, it's a lot easier. So you might not, it's still difficult because circumstances, it's always going to be a battle. It's going to be an everyday battle for the rest of your life, man, you know. But when you're younger, it's like, it's not ingrained in you as much, and I'm guessing what you're watching is not as bad as what you will be watching in 10 years if you were to carry on. So it's easier to get over the hurdle, I would say, personally, and once you do it, you might not reap the benefits that these people who are 30, 40 years old are talking about, you know, when they're saying, oh, I felt like I had my life back, and I felt this energy and this motivation to do stuff, and blah blah blah. People watching me, you know. You might hear that and think, that ain't happening to me. Well, just bear in mind that you haven't gone that far yet. You haven't fell that far yet. You haven't been doing this for so many years that you've even noticed the effects on your body, or the effects on your personality, on your mind, or your spirit. And that's why that might be happening, because I've heard a couple of people say, you know, it's not really doing it for me. They don't really feel when I'm saying, bro, you feel amazing when you do it, and they're like, well, I done it for 7 days and I didn't feel great. Like, I just felt normal. But that's the possibility why. But when you've been doing this every day for the whole of your life, and then you just stop doing it for like 7 days, man, I'm telling you, right, you will feel an amazing difference, man. Like, I was gonna keep these videos short, but I thought, you know what, nah, if anyone actually wants to watch and learn and listen, right, they come to the right place, man. They come to the right place, because literally I will call myself the NoFap Genius, mate. Like, there's so much, right, I know about this subject, and there's so much I know about porn, because I've watched a lot of it over my life, you know. So this is important to me. Like, I don't really care what anyone thinks anymore. Like, he's been watching porn. Like, every single man out there watches porn, mate. You got pastors to preachers, flipping dentists and doctors. Like, whoever you are, mate, you've been watching that, you know what I'm saying? And even if you're not that much of an addict, you're watching it every few days, or you wait until the missus goes out and you pop one off. Like, literally, like, you're watching this, man. I remember from like 14 years old, man, I watched my first one, and then that was it then. I was like, it was constantly, it's like I fell in love with the world of porn, you know what I'm saying? But it was because I hadn't really, like, got to see women and talk to women properly and all those things. And what I've learned over, like, doing this, because I've been trying hard, man. I've been doing this for a long time now. The longest I've been is 40 days is the longest I've been without porn or masturbation or sex of any kind, so complete abstinence. The second longest I've been is probably about 14 days. And that was the last time I started filming this. I started doing this and doing little documentations, and that was like a year ago. And I got to a point where I just failed, man. Like, and then I was just like, I gave up. I thought there's no point continuing doing the vlog. What's the point doing the vlog if I've failed? And then, you know, now it's kind of like it used to be like every day. You know, when I was single, it was like twice a day. Sometimes it was bad, man. It was really bad. And I know some people are even worse than that. I know people who are 4 or 5 times a day, same age as me, people that have been doing it, people I grew up with, you know, doing the same thing, man. And it's like they just can't stop. They have problems in their relationships, man. Like you know, so. And I mean all relationships. I don't just mean like they have problems in a relationship with a woman. They have problems in relationships all round. Like, it's just problem after problem, man. Like, there's no compassion there, sensitivity there. It's because you're desensitized, man. You're desensitized, and basically you don't know how to treat human beings with respect in a proper way, man. But the message of this, man, like after 15 minutes is basically, I ain't doing it, man. I've had enough of, like, seriously, once you know FAP, you don't go back. Like, you just literally just keep going, keep fighting this. Realize this is not a battle that's a one-off thing, man. This is like constant struggle, man. Like, every single day of your life, if it means something to you, that's how you will see it. You know, if you're not gonna smash your phone because you like YouTube too much, then porn's always gonna be a factor, man. It's always gonna be there, trying to haunt you. You know, it's always going to be there, trying to drag you back down this hole, man. And I'm telling you, the pleasure is nothing. The pleasure in comparison to being on day 10, right, feeling like the man. Like, seriously, the pleasure is nothing. I can only imagine what it feels like to do a year of this, man. Like, there's people out there who apparently have done a year, and they're like, I don't know what to believe them. That's how hard to believe it is. But I can do it. I know I can do it. Like, literally, like, I don't care how long it takes, right? I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna keep these vlogs going, and I'm not bothered about how my channel grows or subscribing and commenting. I'm bothered about one person stumbling across it and just being able to identify with me and being able to relate to me and think, you know what, I'm gonna follow this guy into what he's doing. Because at the end of this, man, I want my life to be different. I want people to see the change it can have. You know, NROP, you know, never revisiting online porn, right? That's another like acronym kind of thing there. And that's what I want to be. I want to be the man who doesn't do that. Like, imagine being the only person around that doesn't do that. Imagine how that feels to not be a slave and do that, man. Because that's what you're becoming, man. You're becoming a slave. It's already got most of us. Like I said, even people who are like pastors in churches, you know, they never talk about this subject. You know, when I was 14, this is the subject people needed to talk to me about and tell me about the dangers that it does to my mind and my body and my soul. But nobody told me that. And that's half of the time because they've got a secret themselves. And, you know, they preach about God and whatnot, but then they're treating people like that. They're treating themselves like that, and they're treating other human beings like that. Now, I don't know if, you know this, but masturbation nowadays in the dictionary would be considered as something like self-pleasure. To a lot of people, it'd be a healthy thing to do. And that's just masturbation, not pornography. But the word masturbation becomes from, you know, words change over time. And it used to mean no word of a lie. If you look this up, it used to mean self-abuse. So how does something get from self-abuse to self-pleasure? It's like that little bit of pleasure, it doesn't go a long way, you know. It makes you feel like crap afterwards, man. Because when you used to do this stuff, you used to feel like crap afterwards, man. Do you know what I mean? You just felt like, I've just wasted myself, you know. Like, it's like a bit of an up and then it just boom, you plummet so far down, man, you don't know what's hit you. And it's like, that's what self-abuse is, man. It's like self-harm. That's what it is. You know, it numbs the pain for a little while, and then after that, it's just a constant nagging and a constant like enslavement, you know. And this is what I can't stand, man. Like, it's self-abuse. It kills your body, man. It kills love. And you know what? People might not think I know what I'm talking about, man, but I know what I'm talking about, man. The longer you stick with me on this process, you'll see I know what I'm talking about. You know, this makes perfect sense to me because I've been doing it for so long, and I've been trying to fight it for so long, which is even more important. And some people will be like, you know, it's okay, it's healthy, but man, there ain't nothing healthy about it, man. And I'm gonna get into those subjects right when I feel the need to, because this is not really planned, as you can see. It's not orchestrated, it's all over the place, it's kind of scatty. And if you stuck with me through this whole video, man, yo, congratulations to you, man. Like, I literally say thank you very much, because people don't want to hear this stuff, man, because it's real. People want to hear fake crap that makes them feel good about themselves. They don't want to feel actually good about themselves. And what I do can help people feel good about themselves. It can change everything. So remember, NROP is new rules of play. NROP is now realize our potential. And I'm telling you, mate, when you realize that potential, right, you can go way further than you ever thought you could. You just got to realize it. And I've got to that point where I realize my potential now, because I've done 10 days. I've done 11 days yesterday. You know, I can say, yeah, I've done 11 days and then a relapse. So the thing is, right, I know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. So I just want you lot to really try and fight. So don't be weak, do a week. That's the theme. Bless. New rules of play. Signing out. And you know what, I'll see you on day 2. Day 1's gonna be easy, by the way, because I'm already on that thing, you know what I'm saying? But I'll see you on day 2. Peace.